Utah's Rock Station. It's Mick and Allen, KBER 101. Marcus join us this afternoon. Going to be at Wise Guys tonight, tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Wise Guys, West Valley. Don't miss the show.
Don't.
Go. It starts at 8. Go a little bit early to make sure you get your tickets, man.
Yeah, I talked to Keith. We've pre-sold quite a few, so
nice.
Get there. It's going to be fun. And when it's packed like that, I mean, the whole place sings along. Everybody's part of it. It's awesome. It's a fun show.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Nothing.
Do you have a fire pit?
Night.
Yeah, we get everybody around it. Marshmallows, we have s'mores.
Sing Kumbaya.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
That would be kind of cool, wouldn't it?
Kumbaya.
Have Keith put a gas fire pit in the middle.
We do comedy around the old campfire. You guys ever eat beans? They're funny.
I love them beans.
My mule the other day got a hold of my beans. I followed him all the way down the goat trail. I'll tell you right now, this mustache used to be brown. Prospecting.
It's time now to talk sports with DP. DP, sorry for calling so late, man. We have just had a hell of a day.
That's all right, man. You're going to get a little bit of an echo. I'm at the Wizards and Hornets game.
Oh, you're at the game right now?
Yeah, they're in the third quarter.
Oh, very. So Wizards and Hornets are playing right now. That Mick almost threw up on that one.
Wow. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I don't know what just happened to me.
Gorgeous.
I think I got the Ebola.
And how are the Wizards and Hornets looking this year?
It's interesting because you've got, Paul Pierce joined the Wizards. So
That's right.
Ariza, for team that was conference semifinals.
That's what I thought.
Make a run, good young players. You add a veteran like Pierce, and we also got Chris Humphries. So you got,
You seriously,
with you.
DP, you seriously sound like you have a voice changing machine on your phone. It's like all going.
Well, I had to. I'm going to go somewhere where you can hear a little bit.
Okay.
There we go. That's a little better.
That's okay. And by the way, the Utah Jazz are undefeated in the preseason. I know it's the preseason, but they actually look really good.
Beating the Lakers last night by 30 points or so.
Well, but I would also say that the Phoenix Suns blew out the San Antonio Spurs by 25 points last night. So, take it with a grain.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for the positive.
Yeah, thanks, DP.
I feel a lot better now.
Jeez. What a jerk.
I'm here to tell you the truth. Everybody else can tell you what you want to hear. I'm here to tell you the truth.
Tell us the truth about Percy Harvin.
I don't. Here's the thing. A big part of this for me is Pete Carroll saying, I'm so good that I can win with anybody, and anybody that doesn't believe me will find out.
Yeah, it seems like it, huh?
To make that move after you went through everything you went through to get it.
Exactly.
And in the end, I think it comes down to money and just saying to a guy, look, if you're going to talk about money during the season, that's a distraction, and I would rather you not be here, and I'll win with the guys that want to play for me without me.
Wow. I think I don't even think about the coming in. I'm just looking at the going out, and I guess you got to consider the coming in, how hard they worked to get him there.
Yeah.
Well, Nick, you understand what they gave to Minnesota to make this deal work, and then to have a guy that comes in who's quite often injured. Yeah, he's a factor when he's healthy, but he's a guy that's been hurt the majority of his time there, and people are excited about the possibility of Percy Harvin more than the accomplishment of Percy Harvin. And Pete Carroll just said, it's not worth it. I'm not going to carry negotiation talks throughout the season. I'm trying to win another Super Bowl. It's just simply not worth it if you don't understand that you're not bigger than the Seattle Seahawks.
Yeah, it was just an amazing move. And I agree with you. I think it's also, too, one of those things that they know after this year they're going to be paying some people some money. And if they can get rid of Harvin now, they're going to have a little more room to pay Russell Wilson and some of the other guys that deserve big contracts.
Well, you're going to have to pay Marshawn Lynch more money.
Yeah.
And he has more value. You're going to have to pay Russell Wilson, who comes off a rookie contract.
Do you know Sherman only makes like $600,000, I think?
Really? Man.
Yeah, that's the business of the NFL now. Is you got to think ahead, and if you're thinking ahead and there's distraction. If he's been quiet about it, they'd work with him.
Yeah, probably.
If he's not being quiet about it, it's a problem.
All right, well, let's talk about another Utah team that is, whether it's beautiful or whether it's ugly, they're winning.
People are saying, I'm hearing comments like this, the worst team in the top 20, it's interesting, but watching that game, they've got a great defense. I think they lead the entire nation in sacks.
Sacks, yeah.
Well, here's okay, this is twofold for you, so I'll throw it to you this way. Think about it this way. With a 21-point lead against Washington State, if there's no absolute collapse, not only are you talking about a top 20 team, you're talking about a top 10 team, and there's talk of playoffs.
Yeah, no kidding, huh?
Imagine
if that's why.
Side of that, think about it this way. The depth of the schedule, right, and where you are in it now, USC comes to town, in the next week or so, and things, you get really measured. But all the people that criticized, all the Utes fans that were criticizing the idea of BYU being in playoff talk and being big bowl talk, and all the BYU players fans that talked about, well, if we went out and we had success, we deserve to be there, that's entirely flip-flop now, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. And do you believe you deserve to be there?
See, look, here's what happens. If you win in the Pac-12, I don't care who it is, you win in the Pac-12, you deserve it.
Yeah.
You deserve it. You're not playing Army and you're not playing Joe's College. You're playing Wazoo and Washington. You're talking about Oregon and Oregon State and UCLA. You're talking about elite programs. You got to beat USC and Stanford. Yeah, you deserve to be there.
Heck yeah! If they beat both of them, absolutely they deserve to be there.
Oregon?
And Oregon
well,
too.
I mean, here's the thing: you defensively match up because everybody that you're going to have to beat matched up already with Oregon. You know how they match up with Oregon. You've seen it already.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You can't argue with that. When you've watched the other teams play them and you know how you match up against those other teams.
True.
Look, you have an excellent kicker. Again, there's a guy on the other side of Florida State, but other than kicker at Florida State, you've got a pretty good leg that you can count on. You've got two quarterbacks to choose from that offer different things. You've got a rock-solid defense. And if you can figure out a way to stop giving up big 60-yard passes,
yeah,
that's their Achilles
why not
heel.
talk about it? And look, enjoy it while it lasts. Again, it doesn't say it doesn't, because defense always translates. Defense always translates. Always, always, always.
Well, and I still believe defense and a great running game in college can win you a lot.
And they had a great running game last night, and then they had a great line defensively. They've got to work on that secondary, though. It is ugly.
Well, if you can figure out a way to have it snow the night before you play USC.
Well, wouldn't that be nice for USC?
If you can get 7 or 8 inches on the ground before USC gets here, hey, man,
wouldn't that be nice? Hey, why was Tony Stewart penalized by NASCAR?
Another accident and some agitation afterwards with another driver.
But all he was doing was stopping the other guys from hurting anybody.
Yeah, he backed into Brad, who hit him first, and they weren't even on pit road.
And it wasn't even him that he was after. He was after Kozlowski, right? And it was Kozlowski and who's the other guy?
Well, but think about it this way, that NASCAR is just done with hearings and investigations over whether there were anger issues which caused any of what happened in the accident. So the last thing you want is to hear Tony Stewart's name in something that's not positive.
Yeah, true.
Okay, hit him with a $25,000 fine. I think it was. They can afford it.
Yeah, but it's turned into WWE, bro.
which is what they need, because you're having a challenge that nobody's really talking about.
Yeah, I guess that's true. When you've got those guys at the top and you're going, who? Huh? What?
You better do something. This isn't sexy. This isn't captivating the audience. And understand that with all the stuff that's going on in sports, the great playoff series for baseball, the looming of a big basketball season, great football parity, both college and pro, and a ton of news. Otherwise, nobody's talking about NASCAR, and you better figure it out.
I guess that's true. So let's go to baseball. What do you think of this World Series that we've got coming up? Did anyone predict this?
Okay, anybody that tells you they picked the Royals is a liar. Anybody that tells you they picked the Giants, you shouldn't be surprised. You've won 2 out of the last 4.
Yeah.
And look, pitching and playoff pitching is a wonderful, wonderful thing. And look, they've got a bunch of role player guys. There's not a lot of ego involved. They play for each other. They don't get caught up in, I don't need to be the star. Other than Hunter Pence, nobody really gets talked about it. He's kind of mocked for being kind of a goofy dude. So, look, both teams are kind of adorable if you really think about it. I mean, the Royals they're America's new team, and they're kind of the underdogs. And they're scrappy, and they kind of do it ugly. They're kind of muddish. You kind of adopt them and watch them do their thing, and you're proud when they just don't poop on the floor. That's who you have in your World Series. It'll be likable enough. I don't know if it'll be sexy enough.
Yeah, and that's sad because it's going to be. I think it's going to be really good.
But the sexy being both wild card teams making it to the series.
Yeah,
so
right.
you set it up on a nice day.
There's no Boston. There's no New York.
That's the sell, right? That's the sell. But we know that we expect glamour. We need LeBron. We can't have wild card teams.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
That's not Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
That's not. Come on. That's not what we're looking for nowadays.
And
we're looking for LeBron and Kobe. We're not looking for that other thing.
And isn't that everything that's wrong with sports now?
Yeah.
Well, we built it, and we can change it. And this could be the change of it. This could be the change of direction. Look, the Seattle Seahawks never won Super Bowl. They break their snot. Maybe this is the change. Maybe we go back to the Royals. A bunch of underdogs scrapping together. Ned Yost, kind of a manager nobody wanted, wasn't a star player, but he kind of digs his way through. And a bunch of guys that you didn't know, and if they walked into your studio unannounced, not wearing Royals uniforms, you wouldn't know who they
Never.
were. So,
nope. I hope so, because I really think it's cool.
I want to make my prediction. If Kansas City wins Game 1, they win the series. If they lose Game 1, they lose the series.
I just think that the Giants have too many answers.
Yeah.
Great arms. I don't know that anybody on the Royal staff would start ahead of the big three for the Giants. Hunter Pence just has something.
That's a tough thing to say, man.
It's just I just think they have too many guys.
Okay.
All right. We will watch.
Real Salt Lake is in action tonight. They're playing away in Portland. They'll be home Wednesday, taking on Chivas. Anything else?
I have zero. DC United is in so. I'm here, and it's absolutely quiet. But even though they're having success.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
all right. What is it? Are you fourth quarter yet?
Yeah, we just headed to the horns just sounded for fourth quarter. It's 68-66 going into the fourth quarter.
All right, we'll let you get back. Go Wizards, right?
Thank you, DP.
Thank you, guys.
Have
See
a
you,
great
bud.
week.